Download the new updated Eyewitness News, your Weather Authority app from your app store today. Now, from your Weather Authority, meteorologist Ron Rhodes.
It's been a cloudy start to the new year, but you know, it's a big difference from last year. So if you're thinking, man, I don't want to go through another one of these days. Last year in the morning, first thing in the morning, it was 2 below zero. We set a record low on the second day of January. This morning, it dropped down to 37. I mean, so a long way off from there. In fact, if you remember last year, it actually began the year before, right around Christmas time, and the temperature dropped below freezing on the high. And of course, the low was, right there around zero as we worked our way out of 2017. And the first 6 days of 2018 were not just, below freezing. They were well below freezing at night. I mean, we didn't thaw out until the 7th day of January when the temperature finally warmed up to a high in the 40s. But I mean, 2 below was the record low. We were basically single digits or below zero for the first 6 days of last year. So not as bad as last year started as far as I'm concerned, unless you like it really cold. A lot of traffic there on the Blue Bridge. That's our Kings Cam there in downtown Owensboro, the Smothers Park. Of course, the river's up, and the river is rising again, and in some areas, it's going to be rising back above flood stage. We've got more rain, looks like heavier rain too, headed our way on Friday. So I'm not happy about it either, but at least we have a dry weekend ahead. Tule lost sky camera high top Fifth Third Bank, looking out toward the west side of Evansville. Visibility down a little bit. We have had a little bit of mist and drizzle out there like we had yesterday. This could be the case this afternoon. This is a very similar day to what we had yesterday. We're going to struggle, though, to get back up into the low 40s for a high later on, though, with a west-southwest wind at around 7 miles an hour. At least we don't have a big wind chill to deal with today. Temperature-wise, let's do a little temperature run, although with the cloud cover all across the tri-state, we're not going to be able to go very far, but 36 degrees in Fairfield, 37 in Princeton, 38 in Jasper. Where's our 39? We don't have one. How about that? Well, it's 40 degrees, though, in Owensboro, 41 degrees in Calhoun, as well as Greenville, and that's as warm as it gets. Temperature-wise, though, compare where we are also to the other side of the country. It's 38 here in Evansville, and right there in El Paso on the Mexico border, it is 30 degrees. We are 8 degrees warmer than El Paso. It's only 25 in Denver. So you can see the colder air is out west. I mean, it's shot really far to the... Look at that, 33 degrees in Dallas, and they had snow and ice in Big D. And that's the reason why we had a flight canceled to Dallas earlier today. They had a lot of delays and cancellations in Big D. Anyway, live first warning Doppler radar not indicating anything, but again, the mist and drizzle a little bit too light to be detected, but it's out there in spots, just a heads up once again. As we take a look at the bigger picture, look at these clouds just pouring on in. I mean, thick clouds too. The brighter white clouds on infrared satellite indicate those colder, higher cloud tops, but basically thicker clouds is what we're noticing here. The rain in Nashville is kind of skirted away to the east, but we've got more rain developing to the west. So if you're traveling down to the Music City this afternoon, looks like you're going to get a little wet. Again, for us, a little mist and drizzle, but basically just a cloudy afternoon. Maybe a few breaks in the clouds. The cloud might thin out enough that we get veiled sunshine, but don't expect too many breaks until later on tonight. And then our future tracker is actually clearing us out a little sooner, all across the tri-state. Basically along the Western Kentucky Parkway is where the clouds are going to be. And really, first thing tomorrow morning, north of there, we're getting plenty of sunshine. Still going to be a chilly day tomorrow with a high only in the mid-40s, but we're still talking about a good dose of sunshine out there. When's our next chance of rain? It's going to be on Friday, and it looks like a pretty hefty rain. We might get better than an inch. Look at that. Friday afternoon especially, the rain's going to be coming down at a pretty good clip. Here's my forecast for today. Just a little drizzle today in spots, a lot of clouds, and plenty chilly, but typical for this time of the year, with a high in the low to mid-40s with a west wind 5 to 10. Mid-40s tomorrow with more sunshine. And then on Friday, we've got that rain, but it'll be out of here by early Saturday morning. The rest of the weekend is looking good. We're going to see some sunshine Saturday and Sunday and highs in the 50s. That's more like it. Pretty good looking first weekend of 2019. We've got a pretty good looking remaining lifestyle show for you coming up after this.